Can y'all hear me? Oh, that's why no one could hear it. Here, let me try this again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear the game? Good, good, excellent. Y'all can come up for a minute. Hmm. Oh man. Okay. All right. Hey, Snowman, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, AB?
Testing something out.
Well, that's good.
That's a direct link to my Xbox.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. There
Did you
will
hear
be
that?
some fun. Yes, yes, I can. There will be
It's
some
tripping
fun
a little
had.
bit now, but
I had just got done covering the first round of the draft.
oh, how did that go?
Pretty good. It went pretty. It went pretty good. My wife handed me
Good.
some wine before she went to bed.
Wait a minute. All right, is it safe for you to drink?
It is.
Okay.
It was
Hmm.
only half. It was only half a glass.
All right.
It was
Well,
only half. It was
fair
only
enough.
half a glass because
Fair
I
enough.
can say I can't say honestly, since surgery, I have become very much a lightweight when it comes to alcohol.
Yeah.
I was that way
Understandable.
anyway. I was that way anyway, but now even more so.
From what I understand, diabetics aren't supposed to consume alcohol. Big no-no.
We're not,
We're not.
and I avoid it as much as possible.
Wait, AB, you got that
That's,
diabetes as well?
that's what I'm.
Yes.
Oh, type 2?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Okay.
that's why I'm legally blind. Diabetic retinopathy.
Mm,
Oh, that would explain it.
mm.
But yeah, just testing to see how the stream looks on my Xbox. Uh, no connections. Just this is straight streaming.
It was looking pretty good.
Yeah, I could see a little lag once y'all came on, but
Yeah.
the price of let's speaking of which, oh, it's not too bad.
Uh,
I like how that looks.
hmm. This is Mass Effect, right?
Yes, Mass Effect 3.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Hopefully they did the storyline justice, whatnot, because I remember they tried to revamp it and shit.
Hmm.
It was a
Mhm.
big backlash because they try to go PC about it, or should I say they tried to
Yeah,
woke it.
that's all in the past now.
hmm This is EA, right?
Yeah, and Bioware.
EA and Bioware. Okay. Developer to Bioware, but the publisher is EA. So yeah.
Yes.
hmm
I'm getting all my stuff ready for tomorrow because I want to be sure I get to bed within the next hour because Jody has to get out early tomorrow morning.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, she's been leaving early all this week. So I don't have a game tomorrow. So I get a chance to get some stuff
Mhm.
done around the house. And Jody's like reassigning chores because I've been slacking so bad. So she took a little pressure off of me, and I adore her for that.
Mhm.
Hey, you got a
And
lot on your plate.
and my daughter now can participate because she was getting really, really depressed.
Mhm.
And we had to talk about it this afternoon. So now I feel better. I can watch after the animals with no problem and get all the floors done and the laundry. And I just about got all the laundry done. I will knock that out tomorrow morning before I come on the air.
Good.
Mhm.
I
Uh,
will knock it cold before I come on the air.
don't forget to
Mm.
clear out the filters and everything as well,
Oh yeah.
and clean it.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta clean. You always gotta clean that thing. You always gotta clean the
Hmm.
wash machine after you
After
after
every load, I have to
not
make
after every
I ch-
load. Like every like once you're done with all the loads and
mm,
everything, you gotta clean it out.
Yep, yep.
But
But
since
I
go ahead.
feel much better
That's good to hear.
being, being able
Yeah.
to being able to keep up with that. And I kept thinking I could handle it, and Jody kept saying to me, "Tell me if you can't handle it. I will find a way to take something off of your plate."
Right.
But I was being stubborn. But once again, my girls rode to the rescue, so I can concentrate on really getting healthy and getting my legs under me, taking walks out in the yard. Especially today, it was like 80, 84 degrees today.
Walking like Deion Sanders.
Mm.
Better.
I ain't no good. I know I ain't no good.
I'm walking better than Deion. I'm gonna be walking better than Deion Sanders. I put my request in to cover the Indiana Fever, even if
Okay.
I get a chance to see a game in person, which I probably won't. I will cover all the games here in studio.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yep, it'll
Have
be
fun
good.
with it.
It'll be good for me. I'm gonna run with it.
Hey, at least you get to do something. You get productive. You get to
Yep.
do something.
My first goal is to get to Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. My first immediate goal is to check out a couple high schools in Indianapolis and see which one will let me broadcast their games. Because whatever school says yes, I'm going sponsor shopping. I'm even pushing my GoFundMe even harder now to get a car, to get some wheels. But I'm going to do something. Doggone it. I'm determined.
Yeah,
I
going it.
I am so determined to be back in the booth this fall to celebrate my 30th year.
All right.
Mhm.
And a lot of it is mindset. A lot of it is me changing my mindset, which is going to be, I know that's going to be a process, but I don't care. I'm ready to take it on now.
Mhm.
More than anything else, I'm ready to take it on.
Take your time. That's what I'm gonna say about it. Take your time, one step at a time.
Yep, absolutely.
Ain't no rush on it.
Nah, nah, no reason to rush.
Hmm.
I got the entire spring and summer to get my legs back in shape.
Anybody got to worry about allergies in your house, by the way?
Uh, yeah, Jody.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know some people right
When
now.
the when the seasons change and the pollen amps up, her allergies go haywire.
Mm.
Ooh, I can imagine that.
Yeah,
I got an uncle. I got cousins and their father. A couple of my cousins and their father, they have allergies. So yeah, I know.
yeah.
Got a younger brother who's got. I got a little brother who's got allergies as well. When
Well, the
pollen gets
thing,
up, woo,
yeah,
it's
when
rough.
the pollen goes crazy, the Benadryl comes out because we normally don't have to take it, but sometimes I do just to make sure I go to sleep, especially after a day like today where I know I've been running around like a madman all day.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All good stuff though.
Yeah.
A lot of post production. I had a chance to take a drive and uh get some sweet tea for me and the wife.
Nice.
It feels good, man. It just feels good to um being able to have the mindset now to grind toward all of my goals, you know.
Hey, pace yourself.
Mhm.
Pace yourself.
I am.
I don't know. I know sometimes people take too much too soon and everything.
Yeah,
But
I definitely did that when I came out of surgery 3 years ago. I definitely took on too much too soon, and now it's manifesting into it being a mistake that I didn't know I'd make at the time. But
yeah,
I'm
well,
better now. I'm doing better now.
hey,
Ugh.
by the way, progress report. AB, remember I promised you to keep you posted on what happened on Tuesday?
What happened with what?
No, because I went to go had to go see a GI specialist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through fine colors, but it was all no nonsense, so I couldn't get engaged in my shenanigans.
Yeah,
I had to go.
that's what I had to go through.
Yeah, I had to get my colonoscopy done.
Mhm. Did they give you something to prepare for it?
They lubed me up.
Uh, you know what they did to me? They they gave me a drink I had to use to clean my system out.
Oh, they had me do
Mm.
that before. What
Yeah.
they had me do was like about like I had to go get some. I had to buy some medication. I had to buy this set of these laxatives and something called Pico
Mhm.
Prep. This drink,
Yep.
this powder drink. I took the laxatives 4 days before. 4 and 3 days before I had to take the laxatives, but that was while I also had to switch my diet as well
Mhm.
to fiber
And
clean
that
diet. And then like a couple days prior to that, I had to switch to like a liquid diet.
yep.
Now basically I had to drink water and everything because and drink water and whatever because or clear liquids only because I can't eat soup for save my life.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I had to take this Pico Prep. But they told me to keep the receipt from the pharmacy because when I went to the hospital, I asked them to fill out this reimbursement form. Gave
Mhm.
that to them and said, okay, we'll get back to you on that one when I went to the hospital that day. So when I went there, uh, had to use the bathroom a couple of times, and I was not allowed to drink anything like 3, 4 hours prior to it. And when I went there, it was no nonsense. I got in there, and and instead of wearing a hospital gown, what they did is they had me wear like these pajama pants with the butt cut out,
Mhm.
so and a shirt with my back exposed. I don't know why. So I just had me lay on the table, which was hard for me with my OCD. But doc blew me up, stuck the cable up my butt. Didn't hurt much, except when they had to round the corner. That was a
Mm.
little uncomfortable. And then because they told me I had to lie on my back. First of all, they had me on my left side, like watching on the monitor. Then I had to turn onto my back so they could like maneuver it. when they were going up and make that turn across the across the way and everything on the colon. And looked at everything all the way down. Everything came back clear.
Good.
No polyps, none of that shit.
Yeah, that's the report I got when I had my colonoscopy. Came back very clear.
Oh, when was this?
This was 2 years ago.
Mm.
3 years ago, I beg your pardon.
Uh,
Because it was right before my remission began.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was this after surgery?
This
Before surgery?
was, yeah, this was after surgery.
All right. So
Okay.
they had to,
It was after surgery that we moved from my in-laws' house to where we are now. Yeah, so it was after surgery because
yeah.
I remember putting that thing that had
Mhm.
that drink when I finally
EcoPrep.
finished the goddamn thing on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah. There are the boxes here. I got to get rid of those. Well, actually, what I can do is well, fortunately for me, one of the pharmacies they have this program where it's where it's like if you have unused medication, you can send it back to recycled and they can dispose of it
Mhm,
for you, reimbursement and shit. So yeah,
mhm.
cool. I can do that. Just gotta talk. Oh man, it feels good just to have a clear asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a dick, but I'm a
Yeah,
dick, so I'm actually a dick. I can't be an asshole. So, but just know that my booty hole is cool, is good. I'm good. Now I'm just gotta find out
I'm
what is
feeling.
all this bowel issues I'm having with. Still gotta
Hmm.
figure that out. But hey, if they gotta do the gastroscopy or endoscopy where they gotta take the camera, shove it down my throat, hey, been there, done that. So let's go.
Been there, done that too.
First time,
Been there,
yeah,
done that also.
yeah, first time in 14 years I had this one. That's how big this gap was for my last one. So yeah,
Hmm.
was it 4? Yeah, something like that. 13, 14 years since I last had one. It's not the same when you're 28. Getting one at 28 is not the same as when you get it at 42.
No, it's
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
it's
Like Bernie Mac said, there's two parts of the human anatomy you don't want to fuck with. That's your stomach and your booty hole.
not. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy was not joking back in '83 when he said, "You got to keep your colon healthy.
Yep.
Clean colon. That's the key to life. The key to success. A healthy colon."
Hmm.
Hey, Snowman, your
Yep.
thoughts on Shannon Sharp stepping down from ESPN?
Huh?
Your thoughts on Shannon Sharp stepping down from ESPN?
Don't have any. Don't care.
Oh, okay.
Is this in
He
connection to
did.
the?
Okay, I do have one thought. He
Mm-hmm.
did this to himself.
Pretty much.
Period.
Is this in
He
connection
did
with
it.
the civil case he's facing right now?
Yeah.
He did it to himself. Fuck all that. He did it to himself.
And if he comes out of this, this is like the Michael Irvin situation, from what I understand. I remember
Hmm.
the check. No,
But
because remember,
Michael Irvin was legitimately being screwed.
yeah, you
Okay.
don't think Shannon's not being screwed?
No. I actually agree with Snowman. He kind of did it to himself.
For the second time. Once at Fox and now once at ESPN.
Wait, what exactly happened at Fox? Are we talking
Okay.
about what happened with
Same
him?
thing. Same thing, different bitch.
Wait a minute. No,
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. I don't necessarily feel sorry for him because
Neither do I.
you have to understand. Not only was this a 19-year-old, she was an OnlyFans model.
Oh,
So when Brian said he did this to himself, that's exactly what he means.
okay. The Fox situation, though, I don't understand. You're gonna have to refresh my
I'm
memory.
not
I'll
familiar with
repeat,
the Fox
I'll
situation.
repeat my sentence. Same situation, different bitch.
Yeah.
One was trying to extort him while he was at Fox and he paid her hush money.
Mm,
He tried to do it again and got socked in the ass.
Now he's got to fight this, and if he wins,
He already has his podcast.
Yeah.
He already has his podcast. Stephen A now has his podcast. Now he just needs to get the balls to walk the fuck away from ESPN.
Mm.
That little Sherman Hemsley little motherfucker, that little rat bastard. I doubt it.
I doubt it also.
Yeah.
I doubt it also.
He knows he's gonna get blackballed like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. If
He does.
he's basically blackballed already. He just has ESPN holding on to him like a baby, paying him
Mm.
all that dirty damn money.
Badass, I'm a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Bernie, for saying SOB, for teaching me how to say SOB like that.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it could have been worse. I mean, it's like, you know what? Thank you, Chris Space, for saying what you said, for mentioning
What
this
in
thing.
the all types of blue hell?
No,
Hey.
no, 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 not that one, not that one.
Mm.
If y'all remember, what's his face? Who's over at the Blaze? Big ass motherfucker. Jason,
Mm.
what's his name? Jason Whitlock.
Jason Fatlock,
Yeah, that mother, that
Ham
son of
hock.
a bitch.
Jason Hamhock.
Yeah. Now that son of a bitch, like, you know, him doing what he's doing, and
Why
everything.
not?
Chris Bates was right. You know, leave him there. He is right where he should be. It's better he's there where he's supposed to be than someplace else where he can cause much damage. Because you know he's at a smaller network. He's insignificant, and he's not
Mm-hmm.
going to really cause as much of a buzz because we know what his shtick is.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen A. put him pretty much paint himself to a corner and is now where he is. He's not
He's
going
being,
anywhere.
he's being puppeted.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He,
being
he
puppeteered.
yeah, he's a sock puppet. No, he's a muppet.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's
we,
being puppeteered.
yeah, Shannon. At least he can go wherever the fuck he wants.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he struck out.
No, he has his podcast. He can
Yes.
go. He's not held down to anybody corporate, is what I mean.
Oh yeah, see. Oh yes, he was. He was held
Wow.
down. He was held down to ESPN. Once you sign that contract, in some of the clauses of some of the contracts, and I've read a few.
Oh,
Uh, uh, not. It's not dereliction of duty. It's a clause where you have to honor your stuff on social media and keep it
Mm.
not to a minimum, but to a minimum with the wildness. And I forget the term. Of course, it's 12:30 in the morning, and
Mm-hmm.
I forget the term. Um, you have to be careful with your social media.
yeah. Personal
And
warning.
Mm-hmm.
once he went once he got out of shape with his social media, he was a dead duck. And now
Ooh,
this comes out, which makes it worse.
isn't he fighting his case now? I want to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see, you know you fucked up. Oh man, where's Bill Duke? We need him. Now right
Hmm.
there. You don't fucked up now. No,
Mm-hmm.
you don't fucked up.
Yep.
That's Shannon.
He royally fucked it up.
He said, first of all, he should have learned. You don't think that night? First of all, big ups to Coach Prime because what he said about like he had Brittany Rayner, for what it's worth, at
Lord have
Jackson
mercy.
State. No, 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 no. No, there's a reason. He said he mentioned this. He talked about how when he had Brittany Rayner come to Jackson State, he talks to the players about watching what they post on social media and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of those heifers, those groupies that be on the road and everything, that be meet them on the road. They did the research because you don't told on yourself. He said if I had somebody like Brittany Renner give me the game, give me the game, and I would have been like, I would have said that would have saved me several million
Mm-hmm.
on divorce, child support, and shit like that.
Man,
That's why I said what I said just now. You
Mm-hmm.
need to learn from that. And not to mention, whoever this other little heifer is, you don't think she knew who Shannon was? You don't think she knew about what happened last time?
Mm-hmm.
She definitely knew.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do their research because
Mm-hmm.
you don't told on yourself. You've been posting your bullshit. That's why I don't like. I stopped. I don't take selfies really anymore. I stopped. I really never took selfies.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I posted shit, I just said some funny. I just posted like things that were funny that people relate to. When I'm on I mean, the only social media I got is just to keep in touch with family.
Yeah.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
post or anything like that because I know the dangers of it, especially in my case.
Mm-hmm.
Doxing is no fucking joke. I'll tell you that much.
No, it's not. It's not.
Especially, that's why I have to like. This is why I say, hey, this is why I'm so glad I got a chance to check out Vlad TV. What was his name?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Cosby's former lawyer. He explained like what happened to Michael Jackson the first time, how settling out of the court the first time he was accused opened him up for later litigation.
Yep.
Hell, even Professor Black Truth, had gave his 2 cents about the whole Shannon situation.
Well, I am not. My 2 cents is as follows. He did it to himself. Again,
Mm.
Didn't you learn from the last time?
apparently not. He
Yeah, but
did it to himself. Again.
and the fucked up part is now you got somebody like Monique standing there vindictive, like you need to
Yep.
get yourself Auntie Monique is telling you get yourself an
Mm,
old black woman. Get yourself an
yep.
older black woman. Hell no, 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 no.
What's the song by The Who? We won't be fooled again. Well, apparently,
Mm-hmm.
Shannon was fooled again.
Got food again, huh?
Well, what's it again? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
don't get food again, according
Well,
to
We
George Bush.
DW.
get fooled. We won't get fooled again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Shannon Sharp got fooled again. Dumbass. That's why I don't follow
Mm-hmm.
that shit. First of all, I mean, I love when he talks football, but that's the only sport he knows because he played it.
Yeah.
He knows it inside and out. Every other sport, kiss my ass with that.
Especially basketball.
Especially basketball. Dear God in heaven, don't get me started.
Leave, leave the basketball out now here. Leave the bum out this now. Hey,
Mhm.
hey, Shannon. He the one who said that. I got nothing to do with it. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But for real, I mean,
Yes.
it, it is what it is. Everybody just gotta, sit your ass down, shut the fuck up, quit fucking around. Hey, what are you gonna do with a 19-year-old like that? Especially when she look at you, she looking at you as a sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I know you like him. I know,
Not even
this is.
gotten a glance from me. Would not have even gotten a glance from me because all I can say is really.
Yep.
Oh, sorry about that.
This is
I'm
Snowman in the morning.
yep. I'm testing my break because I'm uh uploading. Uh, I'm getting everything changed around with the new logo. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, thank you for bringing back the seals too. But
Oh, not a problem.
bring back the joy juice, man.
I'm fine. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it before next Wednesday.
Yeah, you better, or else the seals are gonna be picking in outside your apartment, outside your residency.
If they're not already. Jeez.
Does
Uh,
Jody have to imagine Jody driving home and she's like, "Mister, you know about these seals that picking outside?"
no, Jody would come in.
Hey,
Jody would come in
hey.
and ask, how many times did you say bronze sexual today?
These
Yeah,
are
but
their stories.
That would be Jody's question to me.
Mm.
Yeah, but then
And
again, this sounds funnier, Mister,
her
what's
reasoning
with the
would
picketing seals over there? Why
her,
are
re,
just
her
clapping seals
reasoning would
picketing
be
outside?
yep. Her reasoning would be there's a bunch of seals outside, and I'm counting how many times they're counting how many times you said bronsexual during your show today.
And not mention
They only
Bon
come on
Joy Juice.
Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck!
What's going on?
It jumped. Here, try again. Somehow, the training I got in having a good listening ear, I now have a good viewing eye to see where things jump when I make my edits.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Jesus! Now that happens.
Take your time.
No, let me come out
Take your
here.
time, just swinging around, golfing like Batman, literally.
Oh shit.
Al-
Okay.
Alexa, can you play the Batman theme by Prince?
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
said Prince.
Batman. Dun, 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 dun. Batman. Rest in power to Alan West.
I said Prince.
All
But
right.
then again,
I,
AB.
I will teach you to fuck. I will teach you to fuck with me.
All right.
Where is it?
AB,
Where
Yeah.
is?
be glad you're legally blind. At least, unlike Jamie Foxx, you won't have the same problem when you look into Prince's eyes if he were still alive.
Oh,
Mhm.
well.
Oh, there it
You looked
is.
in his eyes, didn't you?
Mm.
Oh, jeez. I better have it. I know I have it. There it is.
Yeah, cut that off because I don't want to.
You don't want to wake up Jody now.
No, no, no. I don't want to get it. They'll copyright you for playing that kind of stuff.
Oh, right.
Batman. That stuff was corny as hell, but that was still a good ass show.
Wasn't it? You can tell when they were fighting too. That's
Bam.
over the top. That's the best over the top acting I've ever seen.
Over the top cheesy.
Yep.
Especially with Cesar Romero, because if you remember, he had to paint his
Oh my
mustache white
God.
because he refused to shave his mustache for the show.
Yep.
Caesar, yeah, rest in power.
Cesar Romero.
But yeah, I wanted to test out my streaming, see if I can get the Xbox on here, and it was a success. Yeah, don't worry, I'll have some news. If you have student loans, that sucks for you because Trump's is turning back on the you have to repay them loans.
Oh shit.
So
That
Sucks
peonage.
for
the
you.
price of considering how some heifers talking about they the most educated, the
Oh dear
price
Lord.
of pussy is going to go down even more. Probably more than likely to pay these loans off.
BGS was a fucking nut today.
I'm gonna check that shit out.
BGS was a nut today. And I love
Yeah,
it.
I caught the tail end of it.
The price of coffee, especially with the
Yep. BGS was a
thumbnail of a
fool.
black woman that's working at Starbucks.
Hmm
BGS was
It's
a
gonna
damn.
get worse after May 5th. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm. It
it's gonna
sure
be
is.
it's gonna be priced for a half a chicken wing.
Why May 5th? What am I missing?
Um, uh, student loans have been on a pause. They haven't been going after people that defaulted on their student loans. That ends on
Mm-hmm.
May 5th.
Oh.
So
Alexa, play
yeah.
Gland Slam by Prince. Gland Slam. Free your mind.
Oh, sorry, too loud.
Oh, wait. Snowman.
Yes.
I need a dun 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 music for a minute. Hold on a second.
Just
Too
mo-
loud.
We hear it.
Kung Fu #1 super guy.
Man, we can hear it.
Hong Kong Fu. Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You gotta love them.
Dude, love Hong Kong Fooey.
Hey, it's either that or you're playing Carl. What's his name? Carl Douglas's Kung Fu Fighting
Mm-hmm.
or Dance to Kung Fu.
Henry, the mild-mannered janitor. Could be. Hong Kong Fu #1 super guy. Hong Kong Fu quicker than the human.
You don't want to get a strike. Come on, man. We don't want to get a
I'll
strike.
stop. I'll stop.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, I don't want to get AB in trouble here.
Yeah. Anyway.
But
Mhm.
Thankfully.
I do have this.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
I haven't been paying attention to how the NBA playoffs been going.
Who gives a fuck?
No.
Quite honestly.
Dismal.
Did
This
the
is
WNBA start?
no, they start in 4 weeks.
Okay.
They
So I
start
was
in
seeing
4
some TikToks with your the chick that claims she can play basketball.
Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a clip
laugh.
recently. I saw a
I
clip
laugh
recently.
at that.
I saw a clip recently on YouTube where it said where they were talking about her claiming that WNBA players should be paid the same salary as NBA players, and then they showed all of her follies on the court, her inability to score and everything from in the paint and everything. Blah blah. Trying to lay up, missed. Trying to rebound, missed. Good, missed.
Why do you think I said she can't play basketball?
This is for me. It was funnier than whatchamacall Sports Center. It was when they were just mocking Juwan Howard when he was with the Mavericks. Couldn't shoot,
Mhm.
couldn't lay up. He tried to dunk. He overshot it.
Yep.
And it was his name Kevin Frazier who was with them before he went to like whatchamacall Inside Edition. He was like, "Come on, Juwan, try your best, Juwan."
Oh
What the
dear.
hell were you thinking? Why'd you leave Sports Center to go to tabloid shit, man? Kevin Frazier, you're
You
fucking
know,
pussy.
What is that? What
Thank you.
the fuck is that?
My sentiments exactly.
Mhm.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
There's a jelly donut, sir. A jelly donut.
Mhm.
Hats off to Vincent
All right.
D'Onofrio.
Listen, AB wanted my thoughts on the Shannon Sharp situation. I gave them earlier. He did it to himself. But if you talk to the average fan, they're thinking,
A bullshit? A
Mhm.
bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
that's
Yeah.
if you talk to a regular fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those of us that actually are in the know, and those of us that are in the industry know you got to watch your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And wash your ass clean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sick for you.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Here's what I want to go with it.
All right.
Wait a minute. You're trying to tell me that things are gonna go to shit on May the 5th?
Pretty much.
So you're basically telling me they're gonna default on their student loans? You mean there's no debt jubilee?
Pretty
No,
much.
man. Oh, we're doomed. What's that final thing at the end?
Listen, I'll leave. I'll leave y'all with this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? Everything defaults on May 5th. All the black women that have student outstanding student loans are saying
What's going on, G?
Oh man, I'm glad I don't have any debts.
Hey, what's up with the brothers?
What's up, G? What's going on, man?
Hey, gee, what's good? How's everything in Omaha?
Everything's going good, man. Everything going good. How you guys doing?
Mm.
Yeah,
Doing fabulous, man. I just got done with a 4-hour stream covering the first round of the NFL draft. I'm feeling great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who went number one?
Cam Ward, quarterback out of Miami,
Okay.
go can't wait. Which Miami?
Miami of Florida.
Okay, because there's a Miami of Ohio, and
Yeah, Miami of Ohio Redhawks, aka Miami of Ohio Redskins. Oh yeah.
A name
yeah.
the only Miami that count in America is Florida.
Fair enough, but if you're somebody who understood who followed both football and professional wrestling, you understand all the what that certain guys went to certain schools, and you know what the significance of certain schools. Like for example, Miami of Ohio. Everybody knows about Big Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Fame, multiple Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Steelers. Went out of University of Miami of Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
That's where also Brian Pillman went to play football at. The Miz
Mm-hmm.
went to
so
Miami of
so
Ohio.
did Big Ben get coached by Frank Solich?
Um, Not sure. However, but
Because
like I said,
Miami, Ohio, they head coach came from Nebraska.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was back in the day.
Mm-hmm. I remember Frank Solich. He was
Who
the
else?
one who succeeded Tom Osborne.
All right.
Yes, sir. They fired him because he went 9-3.
He went nine
That's
and
how high
three.
that's how high their expectations was.
You see how fickle? You see how fickle they are? You see how fickle the coaches can be?
You see how
Mm-hmm.
fickle the masses are. Do you see it, Brutus?
Gee, you don't gotta tell me about how
Me.
fickle shit is, man. Because let me tell you something. I grew up playing soccer, okay, and I watched the soccer leagues in Europe. You will see coaches get sacked within within a matter of days to weeks
Mm-hmm.
because of poor performance and whatnot.
Well,
Absolutely, they will.
it's
I've
all
seen
based
it.
on it's all based on how the clubs feel, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's all about I get how fans can be fickle, but
And in
sometimes
some
coach.
cases, it's based on how the boosters feel, because the
Oh,
boosters can have the loudest voice.
well, in the case of professional leagues in soccer, it's actually more like the sponsorship deals they have sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And in soccer, it's like they have their main sources of income was match day sales, ticket sales, concession
Mm-hmm.
sales, souvenir sales, fans and club of memberships, whatnot. Secondary source is uh sponsorship deals. I'm talking about unlike in the U.S. where all leagues have to have like a collective sports apparel deal with one company. In Europe, each team has their own deals with any sports apparel company who designs their uniforms, and then they have
okay,
Mm-hmm.
like and then their own sponsorship deals with various companies. That's why like certain teams will have like the logo of certain brands across their jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
what
But
are the major leagues in Europe?
okay, the major leagues in Europe are English Premier League, Spain's La Liga,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is Italy's Serie A or Series A. That's the top tiers. Secondary tiers would be like German Bundesliga, uh, France's Ligue A, Scotland's Premier League, and then you got the Portuguese league. But however, France's league is like going through some really serious shit, especially. But then again, France's league right now and Spain in Spanish league have gone through like some really fucked up shit with their finances and everything. You've seen teams get bankrupt and whatnot until
Mm.
somebody has to until a new owner comes in and injects new money in it. That's why you've
Yeah.
seen a lot of Middle Eastern. That's why you saw a lot of Middle Eastern like business entities and whatnot come into France, into the UK, and they're hoping, and Spain's hoping that some shit like that happens with them. But they've had to change. But in Spain, they had to change the financial laws just to make sure they don't see any fucked up shit. Because there was one time at one team, uh, what was it? I forgot the name of the team, but they like basically the players went on strike and refused to play because they hadn't been paid in months. In fact, the entire league, you saw players not playing without getting paid for months. But
I
go ahead.
can't blame him.
Yeah, and this was during the Spain the economic crisis you saw in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, you saw some of the big names; they were getting charged with tax evasion and shit.
Wow.
Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo,
Mm.
uh, Lionel Messi, they were hit with they were all charged with tax evasion and whatnot.
Oh
Most of
man.
them got a
Good.
most of them got a slap on the wrist. They paid
'Cause
fines and that's it.
aren't they all from like different countries than what they play in?
Messi is from Argentina, however, but during his time in Spain, acquired Spanish citizenship. Neymar, I think he also acquired Spanish. No, I don't know. Did he acquire European citizenship? I'm not sure, but he did play there. He's Brazilian actually. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's actually from Portugal, and he's an EU citizen, so it applies
Who
to
did
both.
Freddie Adu play for?
Freddie Adu is an American, but no, was Ghanaian-born American, and he played
Okay,
for like DC United and whatnot, and that's in the MLS.
okay.
MLS is a little different because it's in North Africa, it's in North America, and that's a different confederation compared to how it is in Europe. And it's mostly like mostly Central American and like Caribbean guys who like to go to the MLS if they
All right,
can't make it
so
to the US.
so how does the World Cup work then? Like, what's that process? That's like
The World
separate
Cup,
than the Olympics, right?
yeah, except for in the Olympics, because in the World Cup, like every you have each continent has its own confederation, right? And you're allotted a certain amount of slots into the World Cup qualifications, which is kind of a little biased and a little biased towards Europe. And you have groups and you have qualification groups that last like, and the tournament lasts like 2 years, like about a year, like some 18 months process. But you got to schedule it in with all the players playing in the professional leagues and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And on top, and what complicates that is also you have all these continental cups that are going around the same time. But usually those continental cups happen like a year or two before the World Cup.
Mm.
So soccer players play all year.
To an
Basically.
extent, except for African ones. Except for the African ones, because the Africa Cup of Nations, they have it every 2 years, but they have it in January and February, which is during during the professional league tours in Europe. And the Europeans have been complaining about that, but they said we can't play it in the summer. They tried hosting an African tournament in the summer, and in 2019, and guess where? And you know where they held it in that year?
Where they
In
hold it.
Egypt. They held the 2019 African Cup in Egypt in the summer.
Mm.
Yikes.
African
Damn.
teams, the African teams will tell African and nations will tell you we do not like hosting tournaments in the summer. Why? In North Africa, it's hot as hell, and
Hot.
also throughout most of Africa, which is in the northern hemisphere, it's the wet season.
Mm.
It's the wet season. When it's January, February, it's the dry season. It's more mild. The climate's more, the temperatures and climate's a little more mild. Now, if we held in South Africa during those time, it's okay because that's the summer over there. It's more mild over there. It's climate and also timing. So, and and most African players, and a lot of those African players like take countries like Algeria, like most of the North African countries, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like take Algeria. Most of their players are actually second, third generation French nationals who take advantage of the dual citizenship thing. Because a lot of them don't want, because a lot of them see the bullshit they have to go through for playing for France. So they say, fuck this, I'd rather play for Algeria. Morocco, many of their players are second, third generation French, Belgians, a couple Spanish, even Dutch nationals who take advantage of their dual citizenship thing because when they play, it's like all of them, when they play in the professional leagues, they do it under the European passport. So they don't have to worry about EU laws regarding immigration and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
When they play internationally, they use their African passports. Uh, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure Luka Doncic has Spanish citizenship. So if he
Yeah.
were to play,
Yeah.
yeah. So and he speaks Spanish with a Madrid accent. Considering he lived in Spain, in Madrid, he went through the Real Madrid academy.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. So what are the other big sports in Europe? Because here we have like fighting sports, football, basketball,
Mhm.
baseball.
combat. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in Europe, you have besides soccer, also rugby is big.
Yep.
The Six Nations in
Yep.
particular. Shout out to Ryan McCarthy on that one.
Hmm.
Also, handball. Basketball is not that big, but handball is major, and volleyball competition.
Handball is
Really?
very major.
Handball?
Handball, you
Really?
talking about like the wall,
Men,
like handball on the wall?
no. It's like soccer where it's like 6-on-6, but they throw the ball around.
Okay, I have
I
to
mean,
look that up. I'm
men's
gonna look it up.
handball, women's handball. In Norway, women's handball is major. Women, I mean, they've been like multiple time world gold medalists in the Olympics and world champions and European champions. But the big leagues when it comes to volleyball and handball are Spain, Germany, and France. And
Okay.
some of those teams, like in the case of Germany and Spain, some of those teams are actually sister teams to and have the same names as the soccer teams because most of those teams are like multi-sports programs.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Real Madrid in basketball is the same is actually a sister organization to the Real Madrid in soccer. Same thing with Barcelona in Paris in France. You got PSG. So in
Yeah,
Germany, similar things.
see here the big, America, the big sports are football, basketball, baseball,
Baseball.
hockey.
Hmm.
Hey,
Yeah,
boxing is
so
big though
Those are the
here.
big.
Boxing is
Those are the
well,
big.
yeah,
big
well,
four.
fighting. Well, I was a wrestler, and that's most wrestlers go into fighting sports.
Combat.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
MMA.
go into fighting sports. Yeah, they go to MMA a lot. Yeah, a lot of MMA, a lot of jujitsu.
Ooh, they got big.
Yeah,
They got some MMA promotions in Europe. You
I
know,
bet.
yeah.
national. But hey, in Africa, the biggest one is EFC, based in South Africa.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
That's the only.
Okay.
here is like UFC, then Bellator.
Yeah.
But I
Bellator got
think
bought by
Okay.
Bellator is
PFL.
international. Bellator is
No.
international, though. I think.
Wait. Bellator got bought by PFL in like a couple years ago.
Okay,
Oh,
So the
okay.
okay.
PFL
Ooh.
yeah, they got bought. They got bought out by the PFL, and they are not part of the PFL. But
And
they have
then
a similar
Wow.
business model to UFC.
yeah, they have like bare knuckle fighting here too.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
have
I
they
bare
know.
can't
knuckle
have that.
fighting.
I
They
know a
can't have
friend who
that up here.
competes in bare knuckles fighting. She's gonna
Yeah,
come on
Really?
the show soon.
yeah. I got a friend. I know a guy. His name Houston Alexander. He's from here. He does a lot of
Mm-hmm.
business. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
He, you know what I'm saying.
I'll never forget.
Him and Bud do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying, like in the
Well, the
community.
young
But
lady that I know is a very very good friend of mine, Jessica Borga, aka the Black Widow. She's in bare
Oh,
knuckles fighting, and she just won a championship recently.
okay, okay, yeah. I was at one of the
PFC.
events. When I was at the last event they had here. You know what I'm saying. So
So I'm trying to
Excuse me.
get time to do an interview with her before she starts to train for her next fight.
hey, Snowman, do you follow the sports book at all?
Do I follow whom?
Like the sports booking, like at the bets in Vegas and stuff.
Sometimes.
Okay, I was just wondering because I don't gamble at all. Like I was just wondering.
Hmm.
Smart move.
Yeah, I
I
don't gamble at
I
all.
haven't. I've kind of backed away from having a betting partner on my show
Mm.
because it's out of control now. You got
Very.
you got too many companies that are pushing sports betting, and it's getting crazy. If I do anything, we just look at the spread, who's going to win, who's going to lose, and just look at that.
Not to mention you got underground bookies,
Yep. That can
illegal
undercut
bookies, and
that
a
can
lot of them
undercut the big boys.
undercut the big boys, and they sometimes will do a lot of underhanded tactics to influence the results of games. They
Mm-hmm.
fix a lot of games and matches and whatnot, point shaving.
Yep,
Uh,
they sure do.
Snowman, do you remember the movie Blue Chippers with Nick Nolte?
I do.
That talked about blue because remember remember he had a star player. He
Mm-hmm.
later confronted and he found that the boy was actually involved in point shaving when he went
Yep.
back and saw. Could you see what kind of shit but I know like in Asia, especially like places like Singapore and whatnot, in Malaysia, there are certain folks involved in underground bookies and sports betting and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and they go out of their way to like influence the results of the game. And they interview one of these individuals, and I'm sure that just. And I remember CNN Sports interview one of these individuals back when CNN Sports was credible
Yeah,
and
credible being the
credible,
operative word.
still credible. And when it comes to sports, but when it comes to sports journalism, to an extent, not like except with their association with Sports Illustrated. But anyway, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed up with ESPN. But I've seen like in other sports, like for example, cricket, which is big in Asia and in the West Indies and
Mm-hmm.
Africa, Pakistan in particular. They've had to deal with scandal after scandal because they've had players who've been forced to be bribed because they represent their team nationally, but when it comes to like professional leagues, there's not a lot of money in cricket for them.
Mm-mm.
And a lot of them have been barred from going to playing in India professionally in that league. So a lot of them have had to deal with being approached by sports biggies to take bribes and whatnot. And a lot of them,
Yep.
when they get caught, they get lifetime bans from playing for the national team. That destroys their because how you got to have a proper league for these guys. You want them to play nationally, but there needs to be money for them to play in the league. So and protect them from this shit. Also, another example of betting and corruption and everything. Just before the 2006 FIFA Soccer World Cup that was to be held in Germany, a year before, uh, a German referee who like did mostly officiating for like the second division of the German league as well as the top division for the Austrian league. He blew the whistle and admitted that he was bribed to fix certain matches.
Mm-hmm.
And then they realized, listen, we gotta provide more financial incentives for referees and protect the referees in order for them not to be prone to not to be vulnerable to such temptations and whatnot, along with providing them with proper equipment and things they needed, like VAR was later introduced in 2018, but the headsets in which referees and linesmen and other officials can communicate with one another,
Yep.
and all the other stuff they've introduced. But also, they've also had to have like proper training for the referees, so they don't have to get disrespect. They don't have to deal with disrespect or intimidation from certain players. I'm sure they have to do the same thing in the NBA or with FIBA. That's the international governing body of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes to that, or in Europe, in the European leagues, they gotta protect the integrity of sport.
Yeah. 2002 proved to me that the NBA doesn't protect the integrity of its sport because of a couple games in the Western Conference Finals because they wanted the Lakers to win so badly, and the Kings were busy kicking the shit out of them.
Oh
That
man, they
they
did Chris
called,
Webber and everybody dirty. God damn.
yep, Chris Webber and that Kings team got done very dirty in games 6 and 7.
Because they wanted the Lakers to have
They wanted the
safety.
Lakers in the finals. They didn't want the Kings in the finals. If you go back and watch the fourth quarter of game 6, 2002 Western Conference Finals, the Lakers shot 27 free throws in the fourth quarter alone.
Damn.
27. Know how many the
It's so
Kings
very
shot?
suspicious, man.
You know how many the Kings shot in the entire game?
One.
25.
How many did they make?
I believe they made 20 of them.
Lakers, how many were they from the floor? How many did they take from the floor? What was their percent? What was their
Let me look
attempts to
it up.
shots made?
Let me just be absolutely sure. But I remember that number. The Lakers took 27 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Mm.
In the fourth quarter alone.
Mm-hmm.
How many did they take in the entire game? It should be asked.
I'm looking that up right now. Keeping true to my nickname that a friend of mine gave me, Almanac. The Lakers
Almanac.
win that game 106 to 102 at the what was then it was then called the Staples Center.
It's fuck the
Yippee!
crypto arena crap.
They looking at free throws. Yeah, they shot 25 free throws for the entire game, made 18 of them. The Lakers, where is it? Oh, okay, there we go. The Lakers were 34 of 40 from the free throw line. 34 of 40 in the game, and 27 of those came in the fourth quarter.
Damn, that's messed up.
27 free throws in the fourth quarter, which means there were a lot of phantom fouls called on that game. And the biggest reason there were a lot of phantom fouls called was one person, Shaquille O'Neal. The best person that was guarding Shaquille O'Neal at the time was a fellow named Scott Pollard, and they fouled him out in 10 minutes.
Wow.
They also fouled out. Oh, actually, I take that back. The best person to guard Shaquille O'Neal was Vlade Divac.
Divac. Old Vlade.
Mm-hmm. They fouled him out. They fouled Scott Pollard out, and they fouled Lawrence Funderburk out. And every free throw Shaquille O'Neal took, his foot came across the line before the ball was on the rim.
Hey, is the referee didn't call? It's not shit. It is what it is, though, man. I know what you mean. It is what it is, though.
Let me go to bed.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I was busy climbing the pyramid, but
Yeah, let me get on to bed. Hey, thanks for having me up, AB. I appreciate you.
AB.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. AB, you not thought about getting a Series X?
Yeah, I thought
Good
about it.
answer. No, that answer you gave, good answer.
Well, I got cloud gaming too,
Okay.
so I can play some of the Series X games.
Ooh.
Like I've been playing Oblivion. Just the remake of Oblivion just dropped,
All right.
and I've been playing that.
Me personally, the only thing I'm interested in right now is maybe. I'm a PlayStation guy, but the only thing I want to play right now is on my tablet is Age of Empires.
Okay, so you like strategy?
Oh yeah. I remember being introduced to that game like in the 90s.
Yeah, I like
I had a
games like
demo for the first and two games, so first and second.
as you can kind of see, I like games like an exploring.
Mm-hmm. What is? Hey, G, what's on your mind these days? How things in your end? G?
He might be asleep, as I'm going to be in a little bit.
No, I'm not asleep. My fault. I had these damn iPhones. They do all type of weird stuff.
Oh, okay.
Were you always an Apple's guy, or you prefer Android devices?
I got a
Why am I talking like
bromance.
Christopher Walken?
I got a bromance going on with Steve Jobs, man.
Okay.
I'm an Apple fan. I'm just an Apple company fan.
Okay.
Like just when I was going to school, like I seen the first iPods come out. You know what I'm saying? That shit was different. Like
Fair
just
enough.
getting that first iPod was like, what the hell is this thing? Because before we was walking around with big CD players and Walkmans,
Mm-hmm.
and when you got that iPod, it just felt like you was straight in cyberpunk.
Mm.
Fair enough. I remember remember getting on one of the MP3 versions of a Sony Walkman as a birthday gift, and like one
Yeah.
megabyte, and I had that around my neck, and I was like listening to music, without any problem. That was cool. I remember when my boy showed me his iPod, I was like, cool. I remember I got an iPod Classic as a birthday gift as well.
Yeah, they don't make the iPods anymore, sadly.
Nope, they don't need them now. You got the iPhone. But you can get the iPod Touch. You can get one of the OG ones, but you don't really need it no more.
No, I just go straight to YouTube now for my playlist.
Yeah.
It's
But
free.
it's good for like when you making like raspberry pies and you just want specific shit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like I'm into the whole cyberpunk movement, man. I'm into that whole type of lifestyle, bro. Imagine I just imagine us living like lead a battle angel type shit.
Okay.
You funny about that, but that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like I feel like that's where our society is moving into this high technocratic, because we're going to go into different forms of living soon here because the more advanced robotics get, like what is our society going to be based in?
I
We'll see.
remember, I mean, dude, I remember in the '80s there were a lot of B grade, apocalyptic cyberpunk theme movies, kind of like knockoffs of Mad Max and everything.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it's going to be like. I think it's more so going to be like Judge Dredd type shit,
Oh, that
like
too. Oh, Judge, that was cool. That was
big
pretty cool.
Arcopolis is like where everything is self-contained units, like,
Mm.
and it's going to be like games and because it's already kind of like that. Like I don't
Or
know.
like some like Escape from or like Kurt Russell in Escape from L.A. or Escape from New York.
No, I don't see it being that dystopian. I don't see it being like. I don't think we get that. I don't think our society degrades that much.
Mm.
I don't think it does. I think we're. I think it's too good. Like the technology we have. See, what we didn't have before was the technology we have now. You could damn near automate farming now.
Mm.
You could farm in skyscrapers now. You could farm on top of
Vertical farming,
buildings. Yeah, you could vertical
hydroponics.
farm.
Yeah.
They even know how to green the desert. They know how to farm the desert again.
There are
Mm.
people who have degrees in that type of agricultural science, but they're being hamstrung from applying that in certain worlds because there's a status quo that's being maintained, and certain people benefit from it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't ever see us degrading back that like no, we ain't gonna be on no Hunger Games type shit. But
What are the chances that we can end up like Demolition Man?
yeah, that's more so what it's gonna be. It's more so gonna be like Demolition Man, where
Well,
I
you
don't.
got you got whatchamacallit, the what's this Oculus Rift.
Yeah, but I don't even think it degrades that far as Demolition Man. Like I just can't see it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not smart enough, so I can't say.
Yeah, fellas, I'm about to shut down now. So
Hey,
I'd
cool.
like
We
to
can just
I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm going to bed. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.